It was a dark period in Rainer Janssen's life. 5 years of frustration in which he doubted whether justice would prevail. Even now, he feels he's in a black tunnel that seems to go on forever. The nightmare began when his bank recommended he buy securities from Lehman Brothers, then an investment bank with a stellar reputation. Janssen invested 30,000 euros. Lehman Brothers? The name only came to mean something to him on September 15, 2008, the day the firm filed for bankruptcy. But now Janssen can finally see light at the end of the tunnel. Lehman Brothers is bankrupt and his money is gone. But Standard & Poor's, the ratings agency that recommended the investment bank, is still here. And Rainer Janssen, an IT specialist, is one of the first Germans to take legal action against it. His lawyer says there are few legal precedents. Still, he figures his client has good chances, now that the Federal Court of Justice has allowed U.S. ratings agencies to be sued in German courts.
We think Mr. Janssen stands a reasonable chance against a ratings agency like this.
For years, Janssen had only a vague idea about exactly what he was investing in. His bank had showed him a lot of options, but one message came through loud and clear.
That at the end of the day, these investments would bring in greater returns than a normal savings account or their own money market funds. In the long run, you'd earn a bit more than with the others.
But now the securities are worthless. Janssen only wanted to earn a bit more than the interest paid on savings accounts. First, he and 3,000 others sued his bank and eventually got back about half of his investment. Now Janssen plans to get the rest from the ratings agency, which gave the Lehman certificates a top rating. He says such agencies are important authorities.
They're
in the media, and countries are also rated by these agencies. They're viewed as highly reputable, independent authorities, which weigh up both sides, and then make their judgment accordingly.
For his lawyer, a rating represents more than just an opinion. He says that a small business must open its books if it wants a loan from the bank. And the auditor's word is binding.
If I go in and conduct an audit, I must say I have no conflict of interest. Say I go in and rate your company. I give it an audit report in the form of a grade from A to D, according to the ratings firm. Then I clearly make public here that I have done my job correctly, that I have audited you, and come to the conclusion that you're a good, satisfactory, or very poor company. So we think you need to stand behind your verdict.
But Standard & Poor's remains tight-lipped. The agency wouldn't agree to an interview. It only answered questions in writing and downplayed the importance of its own ratings. The firm says they aren't recommendations for particular investments, don't address investment risks, and aren't a substitute for individual investment analysis. Rainer Janssen sees things differently. If a baker says his bread's nutritious, he takes him at his word. So why should it be any different with his 30,000 euro investment? Janssen knows it could take years to reach a verdict, and that being right doesn't always mean getting justice.